I would like all of you to know we're not in this together.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
We're facing each other now.
We're facing each other.
This is a lot.
Yeah, it is.
It's intense.
It's made me realize I don't really stare at people when I talk to them.
Yeah, dude. A lot of eye contact. A lot of unnatural eye contact.
It's
You know? Like when you're trying to make eye contact with someone and you're like I need to keep maintaining eye contact so the conversation goes, but that's not how people talk to each other.
Yeah.
People I glance off a lot.
Aren't you supposed to?
I'm a big glancer.
I always am just looking around. I think it makes people.
Yeah, I'll stare
upset.
people's chins. I go for the chin too. Like I'll be
Chin's,
talking and then chin, and then I'll come back up. You know what I mean?
And then do
You
lots
can't-
of those. Yep.
Yeah,
yep,
you just come boom, boom. You got to look at like every part of someone's face, and then you don't look like you're trying to fucking find out what they're actually saying.
Yeah,
It's like if
staring into their soul.
Someone makes too much eye contact. You're like, what do you think? I'm lying to you or something like that? Like, leave me alone, dude.
Trying to see which way your eyes are going.
Yeah, look at my ears.
Darting. you can hear if I'm lying to you in the words that I say. That's the
true.
big tell. It's not that if I scratch my face or hey, just listen for the lie. You can tell when someone's
Yeah, this
lying.
This guy said he'd climb Mount Everest, but he didn't stop looking at me. So I guess I gotta believe him.
When someone never gives you specific dates and then they use a specific date in a story, that's a big tell.
Is it? What do you mean?
Yeah. Someone just like, a few years ago we used to do this thing. Like they always talk like that. And then all of a sudden they're like, July 8th, 1984. This thing.
Who talks like that? I've never met anyone who talks like that.
Yeah, that's why it's a big tell. It's a lie.
It sounds like one person you know. Yeah, my buddy Jerry, he's always lying.
Yeah.
He always brings up specific dates.
Yeah. Specific dates. Usually a lie. No specific dates.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
9/11, 2001. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Why are you being so specific all of a sudden?
In
Why don't you
what
say like
time?
20 years ago or so?
Yeah.
I believe that. You're like, do you remember when 9/11 was? Yeah, 9/11, 2001. You don't know what 9/11 was. You don't know anything about it.
You don't know
You're
which
making this
9/11.
up.
Yeah, it could be any 9/11.
When's Independence Day? Don't you fucking lie to me.
That actually is a great
it's
question.
around July.
Is it the
There you
third or
go.
fourth? I don't know. Different books say different things.
Yeah, I guess it's more like if you know a specific date of something insignificant, like the time you went to Utah to ski or something like that. Then it's like, all right, you've never been to Utah.
You're more
Don't
so
bullshit
like
me.
trying to tell you, when I've done whatever, and then they're lying about a thing they've done.
Yeah,
Not
and then
like-
you're like, when did you do it? And they're like, September 23rd, 2010. I was
Like
there.
September 11th,
Yeah, September
2001.
2001.
I was skiing. I'll never forget it.
Everything Jerry does was on 9/11.
Yeah.
You ever notice that?
9/11, 2015.
First time I met my wife, 9/11, 2012.
There's got to be some guy
Is
who
there
like
every
got
significant
married
date?
on 9/11. He's like, I'll never forget 9/11, so I just have to do everything important this day.
I saw.
Tries to get his kids to be
I
born.
saw a meme where a guy. It's just a picture of a guy who bowled a perfect game on 9/11,
Oh,
on
man.
9/11 2001, which means because it was in the morning, so
Yeah.
he went later and then bowled a perfect game.
Hey,
It was
man.
after 9/11.
You gotta
He got
nothing
done.
stops you from bowling. You gotta if you're a true bowler.
Yeah, he was watching
If you're-
9/11 and he was like, "Man, I hope the bowling alleys don't close."
He was getting in there and bowling like this might be the last game I play for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
This might be the last game I play ever.
Yeah, what does that mean? Is there gonna be heightened security at this bowling alley now? What the fuck?
They're gonna demolish bowling alleys to make more. I don't know, airports. Maybe he didn't know why the planes didn't land somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. He's like someone
real confused.
Someone probably brought one of those. People mistook a bowling ball for one of those bombs with a fuse on it.
Yeah.
Those cartoon bombs.
Man, those are the best. Those are.
those Acme bowling balls.
I would have loved to have seen someone using one of those bombs, like in reality, like the fuse.
That was the original World Trade Center, like the ones in the 90s. That guy had a big cartoon bomb, and they were like, "We're not going to let this go."
Yeah, he had it under his shirt. He's like
yeah,
pregnant.
exactly.
They're like, we should probably check.
He had like a
people when they come
raccoon
in.
mask on. I think this guy looks like the Hamburglar. I think we should check him out.
He's wearing a dress over it. He's like, no, I'm a pregnant woman.
Yeah. Ma'am, your baby has a fuse attached to it. It's burning.
Is your stomach hissing at me? What's going on?
But yeah. I mean, like, I don't remember what I did on 9/11 because I was like 5 years old. But I feel like after 9/11 happens, you gotta go do something, you know?
I mean, I still had to go to school, and school kept going.
They didn't send you home?
No.
Really?
We lived the whole day of school.
Man. No, in Joe Apario's Arizona.
Yeah.
Still didn't fucking...
I think it was Arpaio. But
Arpaio?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Arpaio. I like Arpaio. Yeah, who cares?
I think people should mispronounce his name more often.
Yeah. That's a guy who... he should really be dead by now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy. He's like 98 or something.
Yeah. Well, like... That was like peak red state Arizona. It's still fucking mostly red state, but it's like... Yeah, I feel like red states really cared about 9/11 more than... most blue states, you know.
Yeah, anything that's an attack on America, they have to pretend that they really don't like being attacked because otherwise you're going to see how faulty everything else is that they care about.
Well, and blue states obviously cared about 9/11 too. I think that's kind of dumb to say.
It happened in a blue state. New York's a blue state.
Yeah, New York's a blue state. They were pretty upset about it. They really don't like it when you make 9/11 jokes.
I think it was more so the things that happened after 9/11 where the divide came in.
Yeah.
All the war stuff and whatnot.
Yeah, that's true. Arizona was much more excited about going to war with Iraq than they were about mourning 9/11.
Yeah, all the WMDs.
Yeah,
you don't hear a lot about WMDs, and I can't remember the last time I've heard WMDs unless we were referencing 9/11.
They blew their WMD load after 9/11 super hard.
It was kind of like, hey, they have WMDs. It's like, why didn't they use those instead of the airplanes? That seems
exactly.
They used our airplanes, not even their own. I don't think they have WMDs.
Yeah. So you mean the country with WMDs didn't use those to attack? I don't think it's the same country, man.
Yeah, I think we're going.
I think we're going for the wrong country. If they have weapons of mass destruction, why do they use airplanes? Yeah. Let alone our airplanes. They even use their airplanes.
This sounds really confusing. Oh, we're bringing everyone home now 20 years later.
Yeah, okay, good. On 9/11.
Still nothing's fixed over there. We're just coming back now just because we should.
Things are kind of fixed. Everything's in rubble and everybody hates us, you know? We did the job. It's done. I don't know what you expect when you go to a country and wage war in it. Like
we helped the Middle East focus their hate
a little bit more. Hey, why are you guys fighting each other? You should be fighting us. I hate all this Sunni Shiite divide.
We were just trying to unite the Middle East.
Yeah, we need a good old Christian versus Muslim war again. We brought back the Crusades, dude. That kicks ass. We don't get enough credit for bringing back the Crusades. You know, it'd been fun children's Iraq War. That'd have been cool. They did a children's crusade. Yeah. So let's do a children's
like
Iraq
Kill Bill
War.
3 or something.
Yeah, send a bunch of kids. I don't know. That could work.
Yeah,
why not?
Work for what?
Yeah, why not? work for sending kids out.
For I don't know, being stupid.
Yeah, I don't know,
more stupid
for killing kids, probably. If you want to kill a bunch of kids, send them to war. That's what I've always said. the old adage.
What conversation are you in? You're just like hanging out with a bunch of like older guys who have kids and stuff. You're like, you guys ever tried to figure out how to kill some of these kids?
Yeah, they're like, put them in a big vat of acid. Like, no, that's not going to work. What about fire? Hang on, guys. Children's Iraq War. They're like, this guy gets it.
What about Chuck E. Cheese, but in the ball pit instead of balls, landmines?
Yeah, it all works. Just make him eat that pizza and die of a heart attack in 15 years.
You think the U.S. military at one point ever thought about turning like all those play places into more of a like military training? It's already similar.
Oh, like in Chuck E. Cheese or
like
Iraq?
Chuck E. Cheese's and stuff.
Okay.
No, like really starting to train kids to be in the military.
I like
getting
that.
them ducking under those.
I mean, that's what high schools
and
are
stuff.
Now.
And
high schools like get by the window when someone's near a gun.
Yeah,
someone has a gun. Get by the window. Fucking lock the doors.
Yeah,
keep
but
an eye out on
hiding.
the outsides. Yeah.
no one tries to.
I feel like most of war is hiding.
Is it? Yeah, I guess maybe.
I think that's what I'd. If I was in war, I'd spend most of my time hiding.
What war is to if you were in it versus what war actually is probably different.
Well, like war is mostly not getting shot, right? And then doing some shooting yourself.
Yeah.
So it's like they're getting half the training done at high schools. They're like,
get
by the windows. That's good war.
I know
advice.
hide.
That has to be.
And then we have a sniper now, right? Or
Yeah,
drones.
exactly.
We have drones.
Yeah, we get the math class
Why
to
do
go up
we
on
have-
the roof.
Why do we have soldiers anymore?
Yeah, for real, dude. We need robot armies.
Yeah.
It's time for robot armies.
It is time for robot armies. Should be doing that instead of robot cars.
I know.
Self-driving cars. Like, use this technology where it's needed.
I just don't get why, like we have robots replacing people like fucking, I don't know, making toothpaste or some shit. You know what I mean? I'm sure that was a good job. But we still have people going out in the world and fucking, they're doing wars and shit, you know?
I used
we
to
still have people
squeeze
doing
the
wars.
toothpaste from this big vat into a
and
smaller
I'd squeeze it, and then
tube.
And then someone else would screw the lid.
Someone has
me.
to put the little foil thing on. Yeah, and then another person screwed it up. That was the assembly line.
Yeah.
You only do one thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Over and over until you die.
And you're fucking set, dude.
And your family lives a good life.
Yeah, you live in a 2-story house in Chicago.
And whatever dreams you have, let them play out in your mind while you're doing your one menial task.
Yeah. You work at the toothpaste factory, and then when you get replaced by robots, you get bedridden until your grandson wins a golden ticket to go to the chocolate factory, and then you get $1 million or something. Or whatever happens at the end of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
Can you believe they only got the factory at the end of that?
You got the factory is probably worth a lot of money, I would imagine.
I bet it's also a huge financial burden.
I don't think Willy Wonka really ran the factory. I think that there was other people doing that.
Like a board of investors?
There's probably some,
were they all
some
Oompa
other
Loompas
people.
also?
Maybe.
Oompa Loompa Doopa Dee Doo. Sales are down, and it's
because
it's the Cayman Islands for you. I don't know. I don't know. It wasn't good.
No, I let you go on it, and I shouldn't have.
I was trying to be like, financial stipends don't end with taxes. I don't know anything about business. I think that's my problem with the joke.
It does.
I don't know a lot of business stuff.
That's like how I feel when I try and make a sports joke.
Yeah.
I go into it and I'm like, oh, I only know a few things.
Oompa Loompa Doopa Dee Doo. Stock options are not salary based. I don't know, dude. See, it's not good.
I don't know a lot about the Oompa Loompa songs, but I think they rhymed.
Yeah, I mean most songs rhyme.
Do they now? I don't know. Most
I don't even.
Do pop songs rhyme now, or do they just say things?
I think they
pieces rhyme. Good poetry doesn't rhyme, from what I've been told.
Good poetry never rhymes,
and that's just.
I know that.
It's just stupid. That's just short stories.
And it's just nice sounding things.
You just cut out extra words. You write a short story and you cut out more words, and it doesn't have to completely make sense.
Yeah. It's like the velvet Oompa Loompa. I don't know how to do poetry either.
Poems are like alternative short stories.
Yeah, exactly. It's like using words like sunset a lot and marvelous.
I don't think I've ever read a poem with marvelous in it or sunset.
And sadness.
I think you're talking about whatever reports you wrote in high school.
I didn't write anything.
There was what I do over summer break? Well, I stared at the marvelous sunset, and then I was sad.
I was in high school. Give me a break.
No, you didn't go to special ed high school.
I was writing stuff like that when I was 17. Give me a break, dude. That is 5th grade at most.
No, I just thought you were in the slow class in high school. Where they don't do real work. They're still just we're just trying to make sure you don't murder people.
Yeah, I'm in college, and they're like, what'd you do this summer? I watched marvelous sunsets.
Who's your favorite person in your family, and why? What do you like about them?
I do think Oompa Loompas on the board of directors is funny.
Yeah.
I just can't get anywhere with it.
So you just think they can't talk. They can only talk in
I don't know.
Song.
I think they can I think they can only sing.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Beach Boys.
And even like just barely the Beach Boys.
They can only
sing.
They had to harmonize
together.
everything. Yeah. It was a huge pain in the ass at meetings.
They were all and they all harmonized everything except for how they felt about each other in life and their careers and their dad. And
yeah.
They were not in harmony in life for sure.
I don't actually know anything about the Beach Boys. All I know is Brian Wilson. He was getting drugged up by Paul Giamatti in that movie.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
Yes. And in real life, it was Paul Giamatti who was drugging him up.
Yeah. Like, hey, Paul Giamatti, leave Brian Wilson alone.
But you know what? That's what created some beautiful music.
Is that what I thought that was
No, that's what
it.
ruined it. Yeah, it stopped the beautiful music. That's the problem. When you have crazy people, the drugs ruin the music. But when you have like someone who maybe is on the edge or whatever, the drugs help.
Yeah. Well, I think it depends on the drugs too.
Yeah, probably.
If you're giving like Brian Wilson muscle relaxers, he's probably not going to be like making pet sounds.
Yeah.
And shit. That's what acid is for.
Yeah, acid and mushrooms will do pet sounds.
Yeah, that's gonna be. You're gonna push music forward.
Sounds that feel furry.
Yeah,
you can pet.
Yeah, pet sounds is The 60s were weird because people were just like, we think we know what music is, like it's the blues and all the stuff black people made, and then fucking like Brian Wilson and the Beatles were like, what if we just threw a bunch of noises in there? And then they were like, I don't know if that really worked out.
I think it worked out. They did pretty good.
I mean,
or you mean did it not work out for the collective of music?
I don't think no one's still making pet sound stuff.
No.
You know what I mean? People are like, "Oh, this music is objectively bad. I don't want to make this."
It was an experimental record. I mean, there's plenty of experimental records that.
Yeah.
I
guess like big bands don't do experimental stuff anymore. Now it's like Dream Theater and all the weird shit that people don't really listen to.
There's experimental really bands, into it. But rarely experimental records from a band.
Yeah. I guess the closest we've had is like Young Thug. He was the most. He was the most experimental. I mean, his whole thing is fucking pretty experimental. I think
I guess.
That's a Young Thug song. It's crazy. That's Pet Sounds.
That's tongue sounds.
Yeah, that shit is all over the place.
That's
He's like the only guy doing experimental stuff.
The sounds you make when you're possessed.
Yeah.
He's possessed by a piece of the spirit of James Brown.
Yeah.
but not the best parts.
Yeah. Just the drugged up side. Just the side that gave that interview on Fox on like in the 80s. Remember that one? Where it's like
or he's like high on heroin or something.
Yeah, he's like high as shit, and they're like, "You have allegations against you about beating your wife," and he's like, "Don't worry about it, baby." And he's like laughing about it and all this shit, and he's like, "I'm going on tour." You're like, "No, we're trying to talk about how you beat your wife."
And see,
I feel good. It's a man's world. Like, man, this guy is so high.
That is a master interviewer right there. They have people who teach the musicians, the artists and stuff at the labels, like how to do interviews and turn it for you so that you can if they ask you this, just guide into promoting what you need to promote. Yeah. Don't let them fuck you out of promoting. It's the only reason you're there is to promote shit.
Dude, and being that high while doing it, that is killer, man.
Yeah. That's like, I'm on heroin, but I know that I only make money if people come out to my show, and I need them to come out to my show. He was master promoter.
I bet he wasn't even trying to. That wasn't trained or anything like that. That was just him being high on heroin.
Yeah, probably. No, he wasn't trained. He just started all of it.
Yeah.
They take a cue from him.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, we got to be like James Brown."
Yeah.
In this one where they accused him of abuse, and he was like singing songs.
It's like
it's the most bonkers interview I've ever seen.
It's like Bill Cosby on Instagram and Twitter right now, like promoting his tour. And shit.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, hey, we going on tour. You guys are all lovely people.
Yeah, he just do the pudding pop stuff.
OJ at least waited I think a few months or something before he joined social media. Bill Cosby's like, same day, I'm out. I'm joining social media, which I wasn't really on before. I don't even think.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't even think he was on it before.
Nothing to do with it. The funny thing was when Cosby got out, he was like cheering, like he beat the case, and it was like, dude, no, it was a technicality that got you off. You didn't beat anything. Everyone knows you're a rapist, monster, piece of shit. And he's like, I'm back.
It's like an NFL team winning the Super Bowl after the fact. They're like, yeah, the other team deflated the ball, and I guess it's yours now, sort of.
Yeah, exactly. Or if we let Saddam Hussein go, and he was like, yeah, like, we still think you're a piece of shit.
It hasn't changed who you are.
Yeah, just because you beat a case. I don't know. It's
big case to beat. Big case to beat.
It's a crazy case to beat. But I don't think he beat it, though. It was like, technically, this. I don't even know what was wrong with the case. I can't remember, but it was like...
Yeah, it was basically
stupid.
The DA told him that I think if he testified in something else, that then they wouldn't ever prosecute him for raping women. And then...
Really?
And then
I thought
they
it was
prosecuted him for it. And they're like, well, you said you can't... You, signed a thing that said you'd never prosecute me for this.
No way. Is that it? That's crazy.
That's what I read. It was written... The articles I read were a little confusing on it. I'm like, I don't understand how this works. I don't understand law, I guess.
Yeah. DA's like, don't worry, we're not going to prosecute you. And the DA's like, how many women? Yeah. All right, we need to prosecute this guy.
It was basically the DA said he wouldn't prosecute him. Then the DA ran on prosecuting him, I think, and won, and then had to prosecute him because
he ran
making.
On
I don't
Bill
know.
Cosby?
This is like I saw. Yeah,
that doesn't make sense.
Like, we're going to put him away in, where was it? Philadelphia, Pittsburgh? It was Pennsylvania.
Probably Philadelphia.
It was Pennsylvania.
Hope not Pittsburgh. Ugh. Bummer.
He went to jail
is the
in
superior
Philadelphia, but he got out in Pittsburgh. Also, has he ever lived there? Does he live there?
I think
he's where the crime happened.
I think he was from Philadelphia.
Maybe, yeah.
That's where all rapists are from. Philadelphia. Everyone who lives in Pennsylvania is a serial rapist.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard if you get too close to the Liberty Bell and hear it go off, it just triggers something in your head. You're fucked for life.
That's what cracked the Liberty Bell. It was actually filled with a bunch of drink, like drugged up drink, and someone knocked it over, and it cracked it.
It spilled out into the water like ooze from Ghostbusters.
All the drug drink. And that's why Philadelphia is cursed forever with serial rapists.
You think Bill Cosby's going to go try and fight Hannibal Buress?
I don't know. Bill Cosby versus Jake Paul would be fun, though.
That would be, oh, man. Yeah, I'll pay to see that.
That would kick ass.
I'll pay to see that.
Bill Cosby, Jake
even
Paul.
Even if they're not asking for money.
Why not?
Yeah, come on, Jake Paul. Are you man enough to fight Bill Cosby?
Yeah. You can fight boxers, but can you fight an old man? Sure, you can fight some UFC fighter. What about an old man who's been disgraced because of all the rapes he did?
Who also probably couldn't fight when he was younger.
Yeah.
He never looked like a good fighter. He sat on a stool to tell
Jake
comedy.
Paul versus Dr. Huxtable? Are you kidding me? That would make so much money.
Could you fight that guy who's always looked slightly overweight and like a dad?
Yeah. The post-fight interview, they're like, he's just such an inspiration. We had fun out there. That's what it's all about. Or whatever bullshit they did last time.
Maybe he'll drink.
He's a legend. That's what's awesome.
He just pours him a drink. That would be his move.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
We just have to pour him a drink before the fight. And cheers. And he's like, wait a second.
Jake Paul's in his corner and he's getting shots of water. He's like, wait, you're not my trainer. Oh, shit.
No, dang it.
Hey, you're going down the 7th. I'm not going down the 7th. You're going down the 7th.
Hey, wait, why are the Cosby's guys all in my corner?
Wait a minute.
I don't know any of them.
That'd be awesome. Dude, at the MGM Grand where Cosby probably committed a lot of those crimes, that'd be fucking crazy. What a little piece of history. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be at least the first fight that people would actually be like rooting for Jake Paul.
I hate Jake Paul, but I think I might want to.
But I'd really like to see him win this one.
Jake Paul has done a lot of damage to the sport of boxing, but I really hope he wins against Bill Cosby.
Even against Mayweather, it was like, man, it would be cool if this happened, just because it's the entire downfall of a sport.
Yeah, exactly.
But I still would prefer
it's like watching
Mayweather
Rome
to
fall.
win.
That's probably pretty cool to watch.
I don't necessarily want to be a part of this.
only hits in the stomach. Why is Cosby only hitting in the stomach? So it's almost like he's only beat up a certain kind of person.
He just keeps hitting him in spots that are clothed.
Hit the old pudding pop. Right? Come on.
At least he's got to move. See,
yeah, he's got a signature move.
He can at least join the WWE.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe he should be a wrestler.
Yeah,
that'd be fun. He could do the fun gimmick drink things too.
That's true.
You can have a lot of that.
Like, and
yeah.
like, oh,
someone's
no.
all tired. And
yeah.
You're like, oh, I am tired. Okay.
I don't know who the announcers are anymore. Last time I watched it was like Jerry Lawler and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, he gave him a drink. He shouldn't be taking that drink. What's he doing?
What's in that drink, Undertaker? Oh, you should have seen that come. Oh my God.
He didn't see it coming. He's unconscious, and Bill Cosby is taking advantage of this and laying on top of him for the 3 count.
He's not even on top of him. He's behind him. Flip him on his back, Bill Cosby.
Hey, it doesn't count if he's not on his back.
He's on his back. Doesn't look like Bill Cosby's going for the tap out.
He still doesn't win.
He's going for the count.
He doesn't win the match. Never seen this before. He's not even trying to win.
Cosby's getting underneath him. That doesn't make any sense.
He seems to
Cosby want the Undertaker on top.
Seems to be kissing his neck now.
I hope Bill Cosby gets into professional fighting and not comedy. That'd be awesome. Comedy is done with Bill Cosby. Professional fighting hasn't even had a taste yet.
Yeah.
Bring Cosby into professional fighting.
Yeah.
That would kick ass.
That's what we deserve. That's what America deserves. This is Bill Cosby in professional fighting.
He's mixing the Gatorade. Like, no, you don't get to mix the Gatorade, sir. I ordered some shoes.
Yeah? What kind of shoes?
My big
I like that you went into that.
You were like
I was gonna have something to say.
I don't even want to talk about this. What kind of shoes?
What are the other questions? Like, thank God. Like, your shoes are fine. Yeah, they're whatever.
I don't know. They're pretty old, dude. I've had these shoes like 2 years.
That's not that long.
That's super long. That's super long in today's shoe era. You know?
Sure. Yeah, we're living in a shoe world.
In this world, in this era where we just give and take shoes.
Are these
like
your
nothing,
only
you know?
shoes?
These are my only shoes. Yes.
You wear slippers a lot. You wear sandals all the time.
Yeah.
You got me calling them slippers. They're
They
not
are
slippers.
That's right.
No,
they are
they're
slippers.
Sandals.
Goddamn right, dude. Finally.
They're not
sandals.
slippers.
They're not sandals.
Slippers is
Sandals
sleep
are like the
slipper things.
Birkenstocks.
Slippers are comfortable on the inside. They're like soft. They're for getting up in the middle of the night and you put your slippers on.
No, you don't.
Slippers are
sandals.
closed toe.
Closed toe?
Yeah.
They are not closed. That's the most absurd shit I've ever heard in
Absolutely
my life.
closed toe.
No
Search
way.
slippers and see what
Shoes are
comes
closed
up.
toe. Those are night
Search
shoes.
slippers.
You're describing night shoes.
Night shoes are called slippers.
They're not.
It's like what night? You know how night clothes are called pajamas?
No, they're not called slippers. I've never heard anyone say that.
That's not
the
true.
craziest
There's no
thing.
way.
I've
That's
heard a
the
lot of
craziest
slippers.
thing.
I've heard a lot of slippers fucking theories. That's the craziest one I've ever
You can
heard.
disagree with me on this.
I completely
but saying
disagree.
You've never heard them called that is crazy.
Closed.
Hawaii is this
Closed
country.
toe.
You lived in this country. You watched our entertainment. Slippers are closed toe.
No, okay. You're describing fuzzy slippers, which are completely different.
Yeah.
There's fuzzy
just slippers.
There's fuzzy slippers, and then there's slippers.
Sandals.
And then there's slippers. There's regular slippers.
Sandals or thongs. Those are the two I will give you. Yeah, thongs are the ones that your toes go
As long as you
in
didn't
the
say,
middle of.
I'll give you. You didn't say flip flops because that's the fucking worst
and
one.
flip-flops.
That's the worst one ever.
Yeah.
Because it's
well,
like
they are called flip flops too, but it's thongs or sandals
by
are
fucking
technical.
idiots
Yeah.
in the middle of, in this fucking country. On the coast,
you live in
the
this country.
middle,
You've always lived
in the south. Everyone calls them flip flops. Like, no shoes should have a fucking onomatopoeia to describe. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, what should we call this? Flip flop. Flip
Yeah, that's
flop.
fucking retarded. What do we call shoes? Oh, they're called stomp stomps. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Flip-flops are the worst goddamn shit I've ever heard. And they're not sandals. Sandals are open-toed without the fucking thong thing. The thong thing makes it slippers. Like
That's
Birkenstocks.
what makes it slippers?
Yeah,
That makes
Birkenstocks are sandals.
Less slippers to
No,
me.
because they slip right on.
So do shoes.
No, not
What about
fuzzy.
slip-on shoes?
Slip-on shoes? Those are called slip-ons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two different things. They're called slip-ons. You wouldn't call them slippers. You'd call them
I would
slip-ons.
over sandals.
You'd call... Wait. So you'd call, like say, some Van slip-ons,
Yeah.
right? You'd be like, look at my sandals.
No, I'd call
I'd
them
be like,
slippers.
you're an asshole.
I'd call them slippers over sandals.
No, you wouldn't.
You're an asshole.
You would not call them slippers.
Think about Sandals.
My lungs are failing. I'm so angry.
What do you think Sandals Resorts is named for? What are
Sandals
sandals?
resorts for the fucking Birkenstocks, probably.
Those are
For
called
the Birkenstocks because all the old Jews who go to Sandals. And they all wear the same Birkenstock sandals.
Oh, so now this is an anti-Semitic
it's a fucking, it's an anti-Semitic thing. You're goddamn right.
I'm pretty sure more than just Jews call sandals.
All right, just old people in general then. I'll give you that. Fine. Because some people who go to Sandals
Old
are
people
also
wear them. They're not
are also
really
like
a young
Catholic
person.
or something.
Yeah, they're less of a young person thing.
Sandals?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm trying to bring them back, dude. Slippers. Bring back those
They're not slippers.
those
though.
single because it
Slippers are
singles
those-
out the big
Slippers
toe.
are those
They
like
slip right in.
fuzzy Mickey Mouse things you get
Those are
from fucking Disneyland.
Those
or
are
something.
feet pajamas or fuzzy
Feet
slippers.
pajamas is the dumbest thing I've ever
Feet
heard.
pajamas is
You're just
dead
making
accurate.
up words.
It's dead accurate. I might be, but it's dead accurate, and that's what we should call them.
Look, I'm not disagreeing with you that it's wrong, but it's the same thing as calling sandals flip-flops. You're just coming up with a new stupid name.
No. Flip-flops is way dumber. At least mine.
Then
Feet pajamas kind of fun, right? It's a little silly.
So it's
Just
flip-flops.
like wearing feet pajamas. If you own fucking nighttime slippers, you're either 4 years old or 80 years old. If you're like in your mid-adult area and you're like, look at my big... I used to have big Homer Simpson fuzzy slippers.
Yeah.
And that was fun when I was a kid. But if I walked out in the world wearing my Homer Simpson fuzzy pajamas,
and people
my
would
feet
think
pajamas,
you are on acid.
they'd be like, yeah, you're either on acid or you're mentally stunted or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Which I think
you're
possibly
wrong.
just by you calling sandals slippers.
They're feet pajamas. There's sandals. Flip-flops don't exist. And then there's slippers. Those are the three things.
If you want to say that flippers is Hawaiian. for
Flippers? What are you
slippers.
fucking saying? You're all over the place.
If you
Flippers?
if you want to
Everyone
tell
in
me,
Hawaii is a dolphin, Eric? Is that
yeah,
what you're saying?
exactly.
We're all fucking...
Isn't that your national bird? you fucking idiots. If you want to tell me that slippers are Hawaiian for sandals, I'll give you that.
I won't give it to you.
No?
No, it's not. Slippers, that's what they are. Everyone else is
Not
wrong.
American.
Everyone else is wrong. America's wrong. I'm going to say it. The entirety, all 49 states are dead wrong. I don't think Alaska even has a word for that because they don't wear
Did you
slippers
just
ever.
exclude Hawaii from the
All
from the
48
US?
states don't.
Minus Alaska and Hawaii.
Yeah, my Alaska and Hawaii, all those people are wrong. So, yeah. They're not. How can you be taken seriously wearing sandals? That's the whole thing. That's the argument.
I
really.
agree. I never take you seriously when you come over here in sandals.
But when I
especially
come
because
here
you
in
call them
slippers. But when
No.
I come here in slippers, everyone's like, look at this very serious adult.
Makes it so much worse.
Look at this adult man with things to do. He's a busy guy. Look at him in his work slippers.
No. I'm like this crazy asshole's in sandals and calling them slippers. He should be in pajamas right now.
People who call them sandals should be in prison. So there you go. I might belong in pajamas,
like
but you belong in
99%.
jail.
I'd rather be in jail than your crazy world that...
You know what? When you get to jail, they'll give you what? Sandals. That's right, because they take your shoes away, I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm pretty sure they give you slippers in jail.
Or they may actually give you slip-ons.
Maybe.
And
That'd be
with a
pretty cool.
twist.
They definitely don't give you shoelaces.
Yeah, no, they don't give you shoelaces, and they don't give you anything you can, hurt anyone with. I don't think. They might even give you feet pajamas.
I think
it might be a foot pajamas
Yeah,
thing.
I think they do give you slippers.
You're not calling them feet pajamas. They're pissing me off.
Feet pajamas have to have sleeves or something.
Why do they need sleeves? What would you need sleeves on your feet for?
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't even make sense. But they're nighttime shoes. The foot pajamas.
No. I know that we're seeing.
Am I fucking
crazy?
That
we're seeing. Yes.
Am I fucking
yes,
insane?
Yes, you are. I know that we're seeing eye to eye in this podcast because we're being forced to.
We're facing forward.
But we're
again,
not seeing eye to eye.
I don't want to look at you after
on this. I will never agree that slippers is the correct term for it.
Why wouldn't you want to? What do you have against it, I guess?
It's wrong. That's what I have against it.
Okay, so get rid of everything, all your predetermined fucking ideas about the world.
Words.
All the stuff that the books, all the lying history books put in your head. All the
mainstream media
all the
bullshit.
Propaganda that you heard. Get rid of that.
Uh-huh.
And then you have a very comfortable shoe, right? You can just slip into.
Yeah.
Right? And you want to degrade them by calling them sandals.
And then something goes between your toes?
Yeah.
So it catches you in the toes like a thong or something?
It's like flossing.
Or a floss? I'd call them shoe floss.
But they're not shoe. They're
floss shoes.
Floss shoes.
Flossers.
Flossers? I like that better than sandals. I'm not going to lie. That is a little better. But no, there's
also makes more sense than slippers.
Why do they make more sense than slippers?
I don't know.
So you don't like foot pajamas, but you do like flossers.
Yeah, flossers sounds cool.
That's way dumber than foot pajamas. No way.
It sounds so much cooler.
No way.
I'm not arguing with
flossers. Sounds like
I think foot pajamas does make sense.
That's like kids who
just
fucking
as much as flossers.
Like playing Fortnite. That's what flossers are.
Yeah, that is
do the flossing dance. That's fucking. So here, back to the super important point I was making. You get rid of all the propaganda, Americanized history bullshit that we've all been forced down our throats, right? And we get to see the light, the real truth. Mm-hmm. You call them slippers.
Okay, hold on.
I'm just saying.
And then what do you call these?
That's a sandal. That's a sandal. I have answers.
I can slip into this easier than I can slip into a thong.
No, but you can slip out of it also. That's the thing.
It makes even more sense.
The thong thing, once you slip in, then you're good. Because you slip or you don't slip out.
Is not.
You slipper.
Is not a prefix, suffix, or.
If I say it enough, it might. You slipper, you can't slip out.
You could say slip-ins.
No, that's too close to slip-ons.
Yeah, but slip-ins makes more sense for what you're going for now.
I need another drink.
We're going in a world where you don't know anything, right? There's all this other bullshit.
No, see, it's about why not call them slippers? It's a much cooler name for these shoes that you have to wear all the time. If I had to call...
What about rocket shoes? Rocket shoes is cool.
What are rocket shoes?
I don't know. We're just going for a cool name, I thought.
Well, but that doesn't make any sense, though. It's got to kind of make sense.
You just said it's got to be cool.
It's got to make sense, too.
Okay.
It's got to make sense for the shoe and
what about toe fuckers?
A little cool.
Because it kind of like fucks you right in the toes.
That doesn't fuck at all.
There's
a line that kind of goes like, you know what you're fucking.
Is that not how you guys do it? I've been doing it wrong my entire life. Is that what you're telling me? You don't parallel, you don't just horizontal or vertical fuck. That's not, I thought boners go straight up, right?
You see a friend talking to a girl at a bar and you're like, you're getting
don't mind Dave.
He's like, what?
Dave's just mad because he's not getting any. I don't think
he hasn't been laid in a while. And you're like, what was that?
I don't think you've ever had sex.
Oh my god.
What about dry humpers? Is that
dry humpers? All right, now you're making
flappers.
Now you're making fun of me. I can see you're not taking this seriously anymore.
I refuse to call them slippers.
That's fine. Well, you called them by instinct when we started this thing.
I know, it's your fault.
So I've won.
You're
really.
now my propaganda mainstream
won.
media.
You're goddamn right. History is written by the victor, and I'm the victor.
So I'm just having an argument to try and re-victorize.
I'm like the Empire of England. You're like India. Has it feel Gandhi?
No, you're like
enjoy your see Gandhi wore sandals.
You're like the
That's the
English
difference.
football team who just lost, and I'm France or something. I don't know. Germany, who won? Who ended up winning?
The slippers. The guys who were saying slippers.
Not England.
But yeah, I got some new shoes. I did.
Are they shoes or are they
They're real,
actual shoes?
They're
toes?
closed-toed sandals.
They have. Do they have
They're
shoelaces?
sandals. Yeah, they're sandals with shoelaces.
I was
They're
waiting for you
Nikes.
to be like, they're Velcro. Like not quite shoes.
I should have got Velcro.
Also, Velcro shoes. That might be what you get when you go to jail. I think it is.
Is it?
I don't know. I could see that.
feel
Of
like
course, you could scratch
slip-ons.
someone with Velcro.
Yeah, that'd be rough.
Take your shoe off. Someone's just scratching.
Hey, don't mess with that guy. He means business. He ripped the Velcro off his shoe. Now he's giving people Indian burns.
He's just got it like tied to his
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah, I'm the enforcer for the Aryan Brotherhood. Don't let me see you around here.
This is a guy who ended up in jail who was just like a bully. He's like a good
exactly.
bully, but he's like, dude, I'm in here for a non-violent crime.
It was tax fraud, but I am really mean to people.
But I still was a bully, you know. Accountants can be bullies. So how are your shoes? You like them? You wear them yet?
They're not here yet.
Oh, they're not here
They're not
yet.
even here yet. The train, right? So apparently we ship things through trains still.
Yeah.
Which is fucking crazy to me. That's insane.
You get some clogs? You get the...
I know, dude. I might as
you get
well.
some wooden clogs?
Yeah, dude. Basically, I got fucking the 1878 collection of fucking shoes, dude. I'm so mad. They're like cowboy boots or some shit, dude. I'm like, why do you ship things through trains? Why do we even have trains still? Let's blow up train. Let's blow up all the trains.
I mean, that sounds like
Get rid of 'em.
Terrorist ways of getting rid of trains. I think there's
Let's
like
shoot them
stop
into
using
space.
them. I feel like we have a lot of train yards that aren't used, like graveyards of trains.
Yeah.
I don't think they're used much. Just a little bit. I've never heard of shoes coming on train by train.
I think we ship a lot of things through trains. I think it's a terrible idea.
What company did you get these shoes from? I feel like they're lying to you.
It's Urban Outfitters. So it's a real company.
It's a real company.
It's a real
There's
place.
no way. Or is that just? Are they trying to be cool? It's very hipster to send by
Yeah,
train.
it's like, hey, it takes 4 weeks to get there, but it's by train.
But it's by train.
How
Yeah, they
cool
get
is
to
that?
see the countryside.
Yeah, exactly. Your shoes are very well traveled, even if you're not.
You're paying for them to like have their own little room.
Yeah, exactly. There's a little.
They were
shoe
treated
cart.
well. They were washed on the way down here. You're like, they're new shoes. Why are you washing?
Yeah, leave my fucking shoes alone. But yeah, they're shipping them by train because we don't know what planes are apparently. And they were supposed to come on Monday, or Sunday, and then a train got derailed, which is like 250 years of train technology. We still can't figure out how to keep trains on the one road that they go on.
That's the thing. We stopped train technology. I think that was the big.
I mean, but then you look at the Japanese killing train technology. It's all done by magnets and it goes like 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, but that's like all their technology. They're like, hey, we're gonna make this like work perfect, and we're like, on to the next thing.
Yeah. Is it still powered by coal? Perfect. That's done. I'm
Do
done
you want
with
us to keep using this thing even though it's like faulty and not working great? Like, yes, use whatever we have.
Yeah.
People work there.
Yeah, exactly. We just let jobs die.
Yeah.
That's the thing about America. We don't let jobs die.
No. Where it's like, people did this once. They should always get to do it.
Yeah.
Like, slave owners should still be a job.
Yeah. Coal miners. The fact that we have 5 generations of coal miners in some families is insane.
Miners in general sound so ancient.
Yeah.
Mining anything.
Dude, again.
I know it's still used, but...
So the toothpaste guy in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory gets replaced by a robot, but miners don't get replaced by robots?
Yeah.
You know how many robots we can bury in Chile? Remember those Chilean miners who we had to
That's right.
we had to like worry about them and shit? What if it was a bunch of robots down there? We'd be like, all right, blow up the mine shaft. Who gives a shit?
That's what's crazier. We worried about people in Chile for the first time ever.
I know, right? Just because they were miners.
And it was just because our country's like, we care about miners. Like, they're losing their jobs.
Yeah, right.
And we're like, so?
And like, there's also people in Chile like dying from civil war, and we're like, we don't care about that.
Were they miners? Wasn't there like a soccer team that got stuck down in a cave or something too?
I think you're thinking that all Chileans are on a soccer team.
It might be. I think what it was they were also their Olympic soccer team. Because Olympics don't pay. I mean, so.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, we can make it to the Copa Americana Cup, but you gotta save us from this mine first.
I have no idea what it was, but I swear that some soccer players got stuck in like a mine or cave or something.
I'm gonna look it up because I don't think that's true at all.
I swear it happened in the last 5-6 years.
All right, I'm gonna look up Chilean soccer miners and see what happened.
You can't look up Chilean because I'm pretty sure I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on them being soccer players.
Okay. Oh, look at this guy. Omar Regadas and 32 other miners were stuck.
Sounds like a soccer player.
Okay, hang on. Also, I like that only Omar Regadas is mentioned by name.
Yeah.
The other two are like, who gives a fuck about those
That's
guys?
the dude
Fuck
who
those
took
guys.
charge down there. He's like, so I was stuck down there and a bunch of other people.
God damn. Thai soccer team received advice from Chilean miner.
Because they were stuck in a mine? Why? What kind of advice were they giving?
Oh, dude. A Thai soccer team was trapped in a cave for 2 weeks.
See? All right.
Look at that.
Thai, Chile, it's food.
You know what's funny? They don't mention like they were stuck in a cave in the headline. They were just like, soccer team receives advice.
Yeah.
I'm like, what kind of advice are they gonna give?
He's like, so for throw-ins.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what?
The trick to corner kicks is we all line up.
Is the best way to win your soccer game is to not get stuck in a cave. It's very important.
See, I found using our heads is a bad way to get out of a mine.
but a good way to win a soccer game. It's very confusing. Really, we can only tell you what not to do because we got stuck in a mine.
Yeah, don't give us advice on mining. Or, I'm not going to give you advice on mining. I will give you advice on surviving after you fuck up mining. Yeah. What the hell was that soccer team doing in a cave anyway?
Dude, I have no idea. They're Thai people.
Like, yeah.
Just having fun.
Yeah, just
normal Thai weekend.
Going to hang out in caves.
Trying to get away from their king or something.
Maybe there's like a prophecy where there's like a goalie stuck in this cave. They're like, we need to free the goalie from his ancient bonds.
Yeah. Maybe it was raining, so they were playing soccer indoors, but their indoor soccer fields are in caves.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe it.
I don't know what it's like in Thailand.
Yeah. I don't know either. Probably not like that, but
yeah. I mean, maybe there's some elephants that took over their fields and they had to go.
Yeah, well, they moved on, but, once the damage is done, the damage is done. They're pretty big.
Did the Thai team go on to win anything, or they're just, like, not very good?
No, it looks like they all died.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. They didn't all die. Maybe, though. Hang on. Let's find out.
The Chilean Miners didn't give them good advice or helpful advice.
Oh, man, it was a boys' soccer team. It wasn't even a professional soccer. It was like a bunch of 12-year-olds. Well, I have even more questions now. Why were they sending 12-year-olds into the cave?
I have less questions. Bunch of 12-year-olds in a cave. That makes way more sense.
Yeah.
That's exploring.
Yeah. Or
They were having fun. Maybe they were,
Yeah, they're all getting it. I don't know if Thailand uses child labor or not, but maybe that's what they were doing.
Possibly.
That's the kids' mine. That's the U12 mine.
It's a smaller mine. You know?
Yeah,
we need the.
And then once you're good enough, you get in the U14 mine.
Yeah, they mine
U16
different things.
and then professional.
I could see that. I think in Thailand, from what I've heard, is 12-year-olds are men.
Yeah, exactly. I think that was in Vietnam.
Or adults. Yeah. Maybe not men, but adults.
Yeah, and soldiers. Sorry, not adults either. Just soldiers.
We don't see age here in Vietnam.
We only see strength of duty.
we only see numbers of bodies.
But yeah, the train got derailed.
Just like
How do you get a derailed train?
Podcast too.
So the train got derailed on the 11th, right? And then I check it again today, and another train got derailed.
That's just crazy. Did it run into the last train?
I know, dude. Like,
they just sent it down the same tracks.
What could be? Yeah, exactly. It's all just down a hill.
They're like, "Hey, man, we only have one track,
and we only built brakes on one train." How do you fucking?
Also, did they get your same shoes from this wreckage and put them on
that's
this
what
new
I'm
train?
thinking. What happened?
They just send out new shoes. Like, it's just a casualty of trains.
Yeah. No, those shoes burned in that big fire, that big train fire, so we had to send new ones. And then a second big train fire. 200 years of train technology, we haven't figured out how to keep them on the one track that they use. It's fucking, that's insane.
Urban Outfitters has never heard of, like, FedEx or something.
Yeah, right, dude. Doesn't make any sense. Put them on a truck.
Yeah. There's better ways of getting these things here. Maybe they just ran out of drivers. We've been running out of all sorts of workers.
I doubt it. Robots, then. Robot shoes.
I know. People keep opposing robots. They don't want people to have to get different jobs that are more important. So they just go, okay, no more abortion because we need every fucking child we can get. We need so much more.
We need every
labor.
Impoverished child that we can fucking find.
Like, we need to ban TikTok and we need to let every baby live. They just need to get at least old enough to work in a factory. I'm gonna call it. I think the minimum age of being able to work is gonna go down to like 12 or 13 in the next few years. They're like, our labor force is hurting, but families also need more money. So child labor's back.
Just, I don't know. Everyone can build robots. That can be their job.
Yeah.
Build the robot that's gonna replace you.
Yeah, you have to build robots.
Yeah. Just fucking
maintenance. How's it different than working on a car?
Yeah. You're gonna have another robot working on that. You gotta fix that robot. So there's always gonna be room to fix robots. There's always gonna be jobs. Maybe we don't have to go down into mines anymore. We can send robots in.
Yeah.
And I don't have to care about chili ever again.
And even if robots become sentient and whatnot, then they're still gonna need love. And so then you could get a job just loving a robot.
You can be a robot sex worker.
Yeah.
Like, not a sex robot, but the human version of a sex robot. A robot.
Is this robot having sex with you?
Yeah. Then this actually might make sense.
That might make sense.
This is actually how robot sex works.
You're gonna put some wires on there that are like open. You're gonna cut open some wires.
Yeah. Oh, baby, jettison your oil for me. That could work. I don't know. I'd be a good robot sex pimp.
Pimp? Oh, not slave?
No, I wouldn't be a sex slave. I'd be I'd pimp out my friends to go bang.
Go bang.
What's up, baby? You want to make a little extra money and probably hurt yourself?
Hey, robot baby, I got you. What do you need, robot?
You can't pimp slap. It'll hurt your hand.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
you're like, bam, ow, she's made of metal. Or no,
you're not pimping out the robots.
Not pimping out the robots. Yeah,
you can still slap people.
Yeah,
it still hurts people. Probably.
Yeah, I can still. Okay, good. As long as I can still slap the shit out of people. Yeah. In the future.
Yeah, in the robot world, you can still pimp slap the fuck out of people. They'll still be like, "What the fuck? We have bigger issues. Why are you slapping me?"
I'll be like Fleshy Willie. That's what they'll call me. That's my pimp name, my robot pimp name.
I feel like people are going to be even less on the same side when the robots take over.
What do you mean? Like people will go
You know,
to Team
people,
Robot pretty quick?
You
Probably.
know, people are just like against each other now, or already just kind of like, hey, fuck that person. I don't even know them.
Yeah.
When robots happen, they're gonna be like, yeah, just ditching out on everything.
Yeah, right? I'm like, oh, a robot's coming and he wants to fuck? You. I'm gonna push you in.
I'm gonna run and hide because it's war.
Yeah.
And war is hiding.
And robots are also always horny. That's one thing. That's one thing that we...
Why did we program these robots to always be horny?
Why did we design their libido so strong?
Why do we give these robots massive dicks?
They have huge dicks and they always want to fuck. It's awful. We should have
only there was something we could have
seen the downfall of that. It all seems so simple. All right, I need some water or something, dude.
Yeah.
My throat hurts.
Well, that's good.
Should we end it?
Yeah, we came back around. That was good.
Yeah, I was sick.
We, if
That
you're
Oompa
watching
Loompa
this,
thing bombed pretty bad, but everything else pretty good.
your shoes turned into a really long debate.
Well, it's because you were being an idiot. But hey, guys, thanks for listening to
I
the
disagree.
podcast.
Yeah, if you're watching, I don't know. Let us know if it was more fun to watch it this way, or if we need more cameras now.
Yeah, yeah. Was this more fun, or was this?
Or do we need to?
Or did it seem like we weren't paying
again?
attention to you?
Yeah.
So let us know in
Did
the
you
comments.
feel neglected?
Did you feel neglected?
like those horny robots?
Yeah, exactly. Never getting enough. Did you not get enough? Just like a horny robot? Let us know in the comments. Or subscribe to the Patreon. We'll listen even more in those comments.
Yeah, those are paid for comments, and we respect those more.
Yeah. We got a new episode coming out this week, so be on the lookout for that. Got any shows coming up?
I'm on Don't Tell Comedy on Friday the 16th in El Segundo.
That's right.
If the 17 million gallons of sewage don't stretch on to wherever the hell we're supposed to have the show.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't tell you where the show is because I don't know yet.
And it's also probably covered in
El
shit
Segundo.
and piss.
Yeah. The air is probably horrible, and we're going to be outside. So come to that, please.
Yeah, come to that.
And
then if you're in LA, come to Chirp and Turf on Thursday. I'm hosting the 6:30 and the 8.
I think I'm going to come by that. I don't know if I'll be on it, but I think I'm going to go.
We'll be hanging out.
So I'll be there.
Come hang out with us or something. I don't know. I'll do more date. We can do more dates next week. We don't have to do this every week with like months in advance. You know?
Yeah, I got like 2
Hawaii
shows.
actually. August 23rd. All my friends in Hawaii. Please keep an eye out for those tickets to go live. I'll post about it, but keep an eye out.
Those links up.
So it'll be fun. Come see me headline at the Playground with Chino LaForge, Vince Fodi, Ted Anderson, Chuck Thompson, Corky Gardner.
That's too many comics to be headlining.
At least 2 of those people will be on the show.
Wear your sandals.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
See you guys next week. Bye.
Thanks again for listening to the Two Dumb Babies Secret Podcast. If you enjoyed this, be sure to subscribe on Patreon at patreon.com/twodumbbabies, where you can get every episode for just $1 a month. Pretty good.